Hello, sorry for the roughness. Haven't shaved in a day or so. This is Danny Designs, D Squared. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Hot one here today. The series of videos that we're getting ready to show you, or I'm getting ready to show you, happened at the end of June. I have the subfloor up there and all that stuff, and I dug the trench. Had to dig the trench for the water line to get under. And then, I have my backhoe, and it's just got the 24-inch bucket. I don't have a shallow or skinny bucket on it, so I used a big bucket to dig this trench under there. Made a big old hole just to put a little water line in there. But I was able to get underneath as deep as I wanted because there's some sand rock under there, and obviously it makes the hole bigger and all that good stuff. But whatever, it's better than going spending $100, $200 on a little trencher and driving to town 30, 40 miles there, 34 miles back, work it, then take it back that same day or the next morning, so you avoid the fee and all that stuff. But anyway, so that's why I've got that machine right there, that backhoe. So that's what this is just the hole for the water line to go underneath there, because then I buried it, or you won't see it buried, but it gets buried eventually, and so that way I've got some outlets to come up from the ground underneath the subfloor into the house for the sinks, the toilets, the tubs and sink, all that stuff. So that's what this is. And also one water faucet going outside, and then another one coming outside, but the pipe will come up underneath the house and then go through the the flooring or the subfloor there to get me a water faucet water line outside. Okay, that's what this this series of videos is about. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye. Okay, I battled the batteries, so then I had to go back to the trailer and get batteries for the camera because it kept shutting off on me. So anyway, now I can hopefully shoot a 4 or 5 minute explanation of what I've done with the PEX pipe. So here we go. The water well will be in this area over here. I'll connect the water, obviously, and the electrical will go to the corner of this house right here. And the breaker box will be on the outside of the house, right here on the corner. And this is the PEX pipe that I just put in. And I put that PVC there when I put the foundation in and footer a year and a half, year ago, whenever it was there. A little over a year for sure. And I put the PVC so it'd be easier to get under there when I decided to do it, which was now. So I've got the water line going through there. Also, the gray pipe goes under, also capped it off, comes out over here. That's so if I want to put any more electrical wiring under there at a later time, I don't have to go through the vertical wall here. Alright, speaking of vertical wall, I come under, I put this vertical pipe that's coming out of the ground, or it will when I bury it. I'll connect to that, have a water faucet on the corner of the house in this area somewhere, go through the vertical board, which I'll have to do. Then it carries on through that trench right there, and I just put some bricks on there to hold that down. That one, it's PEX pipe, is tough. That's tough. It kind of wants to move around a little bit, so it's stiff. So right here, this vertical pipe right here that you see will be the kitchen stuff: washing machine, refrigerator, sink, whatever else I'm going to put over here that does with water. So that'll have its own water source. The 1-inch PEX comes over to here. This pipe right in here, vertical pipe coming up, as you can see, they're curved. I've tapped them off, taped them off, so nothing can get in there. This will be for the mainly hot water heater, but then I'll also splinter it off to maybe the washer dryer area. I really don't know when this camera stops on me. Sometimes I stop at 55 seconds right then. Alright, hot water heater coming up. That water source there comes into the hot water heater, mud room area, washer dryer, that good stuff. Then the cold water, it's all cold water. Right here comes the toilet, maybe the shower, whatever else I want to splinter that one off to. That one's going to go to an outdoor water faucet going through the vertical part of the subfloor. So I have an outdoor faucet on that end of the house and that end.
and then I can splinter that one off to the bathtub or the sinks or whatever I want to do there. Hot water heater will be in this area right here, so then it'll be easy for me to run the hot water to both bathrooms off the hot water heater and straight over to the kitchen area. So that'll make that easier, kind of centrally located. Bad thing is the 220 that has to come over to heat the water. You don't have that much wire coming over, so that uses more electricity than I like, but that's okay because you only use it on a tankless heater when you turn it on. So it's not like it sits there and heats up every day all the time when you're gone, all that stuff. So anyway, that's what I completed better part of yesterday morning and this morning. Got it done. Looking good. Now I'm gonna next step, probably work on that center floor joist area. I gotta cut and do some things on that right there, get it level, and then sawmill, start putting up the vertical boards and putting some floor joists in here. All right, and I'm not gonna have to be able to bury this until I get the inspector out to look at the plumbing part of it. But okay, there you go. So I had to run the line, the 1 inch PEX pipe across there, and I'll bury all this eventually. And then it comes over here. This is where it comes into the house. So I put a vertical pipe right here, PEX pipe coming up, because I'll have an outdoor faucet here. And in case I want to run something else sometime or different times. But this one mainly is going to be for the outdoor faucet. It'll come through the vertical wall right here also on the footer board. Goes underneath there, which I did that hole when I put the footer in. And the PEX pipe comes out right here. So okay, battery's running low, so I'm gonna try to get all this done before I have to go back and change the batteries. But this one here is coming up into the kitchen area, so refrigerator, kitchen sink, washing machine, stuff like that, dishwasher, all that good stuff. Not washing machine, the dishwasher. That's what that one right there will feed. And then I had to go. Well, like I was saying, I don't know why this camera just paused. I'm going to have to get me another one. But this one may go to the toilet area right here, have a shower here, so I'll be able to line it off and send the cold water to wherever I'm going to do. Split it up a little bit so one pipe doesn't feed everything. This one here is coming up. The hot water heater is going to be here, so it'll come up into the hot water heater and also splash off into the mud room a little bit. So there's going to be a shower, washer, dryer over here. This obviously won't be used as much, or during the same time as that, but that's why I got the 1 inch, because I know this area, need to get the water pressure over here so I don't lose water pressure. So got the PEX pipe, then running down this row right here, and then this vertical one right here. Good morning. This is a Saturday, August 22nd, something like that. 21st, 22nd. Working on the PEX for the cold water system in the cabin. First time I've used PEX, so you had to buy the clamps, you had to buy the pliers, I guess, connectors. So got started this morning. Just wanted to lay everything out, and what I've done is over here is the connector where it's going to come out of the ground right here, and sorry, this is the first one I did. This is 1 inch PEX pipe. Man, it's tough to maneuver with. And but anyway, I put this 90 degree because this is going to go down in the ground right here, and it's going to come up to feed this section of the bathroom, and I'll have a water faucet coming out right here. So that's what will feed that. Then I put this T on here. It's going to go down in here, and these pipes are coming up to feed. This will be the toilet, maybe the shower, sinks over there, maybe the bathtub, kind of depends on once I get, but I've got 1 inch so that I'm not going to have any problem. Then I come down this trench here, and I'm going to put one right here, and this will be for the hot water heater, maybe another shower or washer dryer type thing, and then work my way around. These are the pliers. Kind of says you can use one hand on them, but I haven't been able to use one hand on it yet. And there's somebody else right there coming to help. Hi, Mama. And there's the clamp thing. 2 to 4. So, anyway, that's what I'm trying to do. I am not sure what happened right there. Again, my camera jammed and having some stuff. Maybe the car's getting full or something. But I was talking about the 24-inch bucket that I'm using to dig these holes, and how the 12-inch one is, over $800-900 to have it, just so I wouldn't have to dig such a deep trench. But that's, I mean, can you imagine digging this with that and that? Ha! No. So I only use those things when I have to get in a tight spot. But that baby right there digs all I want and more, obviously, through this sand rock. And you know what? I just have to fill it in. Some of it I'll fill in by hand because I'll have some floor joists and stuff there. But love that machine. Love it. It's doing everything I need. Okay, I'm gonna go get some dead trees that have been knocked over that I'm not gonna cut up for lumber, and I'm gonna put it in my fire pit. So again, I'm gonna use that baby for the next hour, 30 minutes or so, just to get some cleanup work done. And next step, hopefully, be plumbing this thing. Okay, out. Well, I am sorry I couldn't get any live footage of this thing because I was down here by myself, but that baby right there is the Bauer 1/9/16 rotary hammer kit, electric. It chiseled away at that sand rock, got it out of the way. I don't know if you can see, my shadow's kind of in the way of that hole, but that's the pipe I put down there a year or so ago to run, my plumbing or electrical, whatever I want to, from the outside of the stem wall under the foundation and footer. And I don't even see it. It's there though, so I pushed some dirt through the other side, so haven't dug that out yet. But right there, and then water line will come in and commence to getting water into the house. So there we go. And then my water will come from over there. It's supposed to be dug any day now. And then we'll have water on site. Won't be hooking it in or anything yet, but it'll be here. All right. So that save me time, energy, tiredness. Because that baby right there, it's got 3 different bits. Got a little pointed one also. Got this one about, what is that, 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches, and then it's got one about 3 inches too that would chisel away. And that just does the job. It's also a concrete drill. It's got 3 bits that if I need to drill into the concrete to put toggle bolts or something like that, I'll have that too. But good machine, well worth it. Good morning. This is August 2nd. August 2nd. I don't have a shirt on, so I don't scare anybody. Nice morning. Finally dried out a little bit. It rained really hard. And what I'm doing today is clearing out underneath where the plumbing and stuff's going to be, the water lines and stuff like that. And I got over here and we started digging with the shovel, and I hit some sand rock and the mattock. And I was like, man, why am I working so hard? I got a tool to do this. So broke out my Bauer concrete drill rotary hammer kit again. I'm going to put it to work over here. I already did this work. It was fairly, not easy, but easy compared to concrete and sand rock. I dug that little trench right there because the backhoe wouldn't reach the length. I think I explained that earlier. So I dug that little trench right there with the mattock. Not too hard. Just hit some concrete, some sand rock right in that area, but I was able to dig it out. And this is just where it filled in after I backhoed it out to bring the water line over. So this is where the bathtub and all that stuff will be, toilet. Got to get water over here, water in this area to the mud room, which will be the hot water heater, shower, sink, another toilet. Then the water line runs, you know, down here, and water line will come up right in this area right here, because kitchen area, the sink, you know, dishwasher, all that good stuff. So then the water line will go right through here, and this is where, when I dug the foundation, it's 18 inches deep, so you see I got to get down there. Backhoe can only get so close to that foundation, but I don't want to do any damage to it, so I got to go underneath there, and you can see that's where I started using that beast right there and that one. And I thought, you know, I'm going to go over and get my big tool, make it easier on myself to break through this sand rock right here. Underneath this foundation, when I poured it, I put a 4-inch PVC. Guess I'm starting over again, but that's okay. Having the blue line come up right here, this is where the bathroom area is going to be. Have a, you know, water spigot going outside there, a faucet. So the blue line will come up here, and blue line will come up here for toilet, shower, bathtub area. Also in this master bathroom, be another wall through here where I'll be able to put the water lines through and the vents and stuff from the sinks and all that stuff backed up here. That's where that hole right there is where the main drain is going to go out. Also the water line coming up here, cold water line going into the hot water heater. I don't know if I wouldn't cut off, but right over there is the kitchen. So one coming up to the kitchen, one coming up to the water faucets going outside there. So that'll be the next step. Probably run some conduits if I want to run some electric from the outside without going through the, you know, the subfloor area. I'll be able to go down and through that hole right there to come up, put some, you know, electrical if I want to do something that later. Kind of plan ahead for that. Water well is going to be over there, so I'll have a ditch coming over here. That's how the water's getting into this house area. But anyway, that's why I got to do that first. Then I'm going to start cutting those 2x8, cutting those 2x8. Start putting those floor joists on here. Then I can start hanging the drains from on that side of the house right here. Is the only thing that's going to have drains. There's nothing on this side going to have it, but I can start putting the floor joists through here and hanging the drainage. Call the inspector out for that, and then I start filling in the holes, you know, and get all that. So, all right, progress. Again, just trying to get some ideas on this, get these things hooked together so they won't warp as much. Did good. That's what I wanted to see today. Just give me an eyeball what I'm going to have to do. And like I said, when I join those together, and I can start doing some things. And when you start setting the floor joist on that, it'll naturally start it'll fall down into place. So as long as I got it level, when it settles, it'll be flat and it won't start bending because it's going to have a lot of the whole subfloor sitting on top of it. So that won't let it move at all. And these are well, dig it out. Again, that's what you have to do anyway. What about when they put it? This is for my plumbing line. Plumbing line, water line's going to come underneath here. Water well will be over there. Water well will be over there. It'll come right down through here. Go down into this hole, or it'll be a hole all the way. Go underneath the foundation, which I already, when I put the foundation in, the footer, I put a pipe down there that goes underneath it. So all I got to do is find that pipe and attach, and then go through it. It'll come out through here. Water line will come out over to that side. Kitchen area is right there, so the water line will come up. Cold water line, it'll go down that way. That's where all the bathrooms will be, the mud room, the main bath, master bathroom, showers, all that stuff. And then I'll have some cold water lines coming up there, also the hot water heater. Then I'll be able to put the drainage pipes after I get the subfloor joist put in. I won't put the top on the subfloor. I'll put the joist in, then I can hook up all the drainage pipes and all that good stuff. get it inspected and then start filling this stuff in, which will have to be by hand. But anyway, so water line, I know it's big, but it was either use my backhoe and have a 24-inch hole, or go rent a ditch witch thing, spend another $200, maybe $3, whatever, time and all that stuff to go get it. So I chose to use what I had, and it's not a big deal. Good deal. So there we go. Didn't get any live action of that, but it's progress and things are happening. Things are happening. But I won't. When I built the footer, you poured the concrete, I put in that piece of PVC pipe there because I knew I was going to be doing this. So I did that about 1.5 years ago. Good Sunday morning. It's going to be a hot one today. Going to be 95. Heat index probably around 100. So I got here a little earlier. This morning, wind's blowing a little bit, makes it a little cooler. Worked on my PEX pipe. This is the west end of the house. That section right there, this is 1-inch PEX pipe. Has a 90-degree copper connector, and it's going to, that section there comes up, and right here is going to be the main master bathroom. So coming off that one there will probably be outdoor water faucet. I'll come up and go through the vertical board that I'll put there on the subfloor area, and I'll have an outdoor faucet right there, and then it'll tee off and go into the bathtub maybe, and the kitchen or the